Hello and welcome back to another installment of Fodder, where I actually have some really exciting, crazy, great news. Let's just get right into this. First things first, we do have a booster we're going to open. So I'm going to stall out for just a second, but I wanted to let you know that yesterday I was able to start the gym 11-0. It is the first time that I have ever done such a thing. I actually went 17-0 before I lost my first one. And this is the deck that I was using. I had the Zoro, the Arcanine, the Moltres, the Entei. It was Combuskin into Blaziken and then Chandelure. Super excited about that turn of events. Did not see that coming at all. Like I said, I have only a handful of the 11-0 trophies, and the fact that I went 11-0 to start the gym was pretty freaking amazing. So I got that trophy knocked off of the list. But now coming back to the present day, man, they don't do it often where they release the upcoming information several days in advance, but they did it this time, and wow. What we're going to do is we are going to start unlocking this 6-hour booster. We're going to crack open this black booster. As you can see, I've got to play some games before that booster runs out. We're going to get an uncommon. It's going to be Emolga, Charmander, Ingot common, and 5 Carbonates. So really nothing to be overly excited about. But if we can get this to work, what we will see, buffs coming in, rebalancing, whatever you want to call this. Here we go. Mega Scissor. Change Crush of Doom 100 to Crush of Doom 120. So you've got Crush of Doom. That is, I believe, the move that will attach the cracked marker or banish the figure if they already have the cracked marker. It's going to end up doing 150 after the adjustment, and then if you have, I believe if you have your Steel Energy Plate down, I believe you're going to get up to 160, which it kind of had to be done because they're starting to make rares and EX figures that are hitting as hard, if not harder, than a lot or most of the megas, which kind of makes it not worthwhile to run a mega. EX Scissor went from Crushing Squeeze 100 to Crushing Squeeze 120, which means when you evolve it using the Metal Coat Plate, it's actually going to go up to 130. You add Steel Metal Sphere onto that, you're going to have a 140 Scissor. I like that. You guys know that I have a Steel deck that I really like. This is a great, I'm A-okay cool with it, because the only thing is like the 140 is going to knock out anything that would attach the cracked marker to it. So it does make the cracked marker a little less relevant than it was, and it wasn't really relevant in the first place. So there we go. Mega Sceptile UX. And this was something that probably should have been done from the beginning, and everybody said when Mega Sceptile was released that it should have been. But it changed dodge to stealth hit. I'm a fan of that. You guys know, I've said that Mega Sceptile was trash. This, I think, is what it should have been all along. Tail Missile 50 to Tail Missile 70, which actually becomes, I believe, Tail Missile 90 with the evolution. Because you're going to get the self... Actually, it's going to be Tail Missile 100, right? Because 50, and then it's going to get plus 10 for the evolution, make it 60... No, wait. If it's 70 plus 10 for the evolution, makes it 80, then the self-buffing is going to make it 100. 100 gold I'm cool with if that is, in fact, the case. But 3 MP with Stealth Hit, that could be a threat there. Sceptile, which probably didn't even need a buff, gets a buff. And it's actually a really good one. Quick Attack 30, the gold attack, is changed to Quick Attack 50, which to me makes it even less necessary to put Carmonite into Sceptile. I think if you are going to rock Sceptile, and it's a good figure, I don't see why you would not run it. Quick Attack being 50 gold is good enough. Another big change, Cobalion. Quick Attack 60 to Quick Attack 70, not that big of a deal. increase its wheel piece size, and decrease the miss. So now there will be no miss at level 5. Wow. Like, if they would have just made the no miss at level 5, I don't even think they needed to make it a 70 gold attack, but they did. Moltres, we're just rocking through these. These are great changes, by the way. I am a fan of all of these, and I think it's a good direction for the game. For so long, a lot of figures have just kind of been left dead by the wayside, nobody using, and I think that this will make more figures relevant. Now, I don't know that any of these are going to be meta all by themselves, but I definitely think they are nice pieces to add into decks. So we've got Moltres changing Crushing Flames 110 to Crushing Flames 130. Just a straight 20 damage buff, which now its main attack is the strongest attack again, whereas, you know, before Articuno had the 130, even though it was Steel Wing 130. Genesect, look at this. Change the effects of the Hover Jet ability, and I don't know that it necessarily says what the effect of Hover Jet was, but it changed Technoblast 50 to Technoblast 70, increase the wheel piece size of Technoblast, and decrease the size of Mist. That's a huge deal. That is a big, big deal. We slightly reduced the size of EX Genesect's Mist while buffing its damage, so it can produce 120 damage if it's successful with Techno Charge, which is exceptional for a 3MP figure. It is absolutely, that is pretty good. Like, Arcanine just came out as an EX, not 3MP figure, and its major attack is 120. So there you go. In addition, we've added the effect of abilities such that when Genesect is knocked out, one of your used drive plates become usable. There's going to be a lot of banishing going on. So there you go. Lucario. I know Rico's going to be stoked about this one. Lucario is getting the buff with a new ability, Silver Fist. They're going to change Metal Claw 70 to Metal Claw 100, which is nice. Now you may say 100 is a little underpowered, but that's going to allow it to compete with Zork. And get this, they're buffing it, but they're also making it so that gold attacks can't knock out Aura Sphere. It can't knock it out at all. But, you know, a lot of people wanted Aura Sphere to be 2 stars. They didn't do that, but they did protect it against gold. So that I'm a fan of that. I think that's a good. EX Ho-Oh. Change the effects of its Serene Light ability. Change Gust 50 to Sacred Fire 190, which I believe is going to burn. Change Fire Blast 100 to Fire Blast 130. Ho-Oh just became relevant. But get this. Serene Light ability moves all Pokemon in your PC to the bench when the figure with the ability is knocked out. Now we've added the Fire-type Pokemon in the Ultra Space and excluded Fire-type Pokemon to the movable subjects of that ability. If you're running Fire types, you're going to run Ho-Oh, and that's not a bad thing. 130 and 90 is a decent wheel there. Shiny Ho-Oh is getting the same treatment because I wanted to keep it the same. And then you have Heatmore and Durant that are getting buffs. The big thing being with Durant from 2MP to 3MP, I think that's going to make Swablu's a little less of a pain to deal with in the UC Hall. Man, that is a lot to cover. This is actually going to be a really short video. I'm not going to play any games here. But what do you guys think of these buffs? Like, these are great. I am beyond ecstatic about getting the 11-0 trophy and these buffs. I think it makes so many more figures playable now that it's a good direction for the game. And where this month of May, I thought the game was really lacking in content, I think that this is a good move. I like it. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And give me some ideas. What are going to be, without even knowing what we're going to get as a new figure, give me some ideas of what you think new figures are going to be that are going to come out. Because, you know, it's going to be the new figures combined with the old figures that make an OP deck. And I want to know what you guys are thinking that we're going to get. And what is the next banner going to be? Is it going to be grass? We got some grass in there. Is it going to be steel? Is it going to be fire? Like, as Care Bear said, it could go any direction. Let me know your thoughts. Have a great weekend. In the United States, it is a holiday weekend. Enjoy it. Be safe. And until next time.